Hi, y'all. Welcome to My Left Ear. This is Carrie Freeman. It's Monday, April 17th, and I am the writer, producer, director of My Left Ear. It is a left-leaning YouTube channel, just so you're warned. And but I'm doing something different this morning because I have work people, maintenance people coming and going. I'm going to do a full video tomorrow morning on all the stuff that's going on, and that's a lot of stuff. But I thought because people really liked it, I did this one other time where I did runes on a Monday for the week. And I decided to do that, and I'm so glad I did because of the runes I actually picked. Pretty amazing. So before I do the reading, so this is maybe about 7 minutes this morning to start off your week and say hello. As some of you know, I went online this morning and I responded to a viewer, maybe a subscriber, I really don't know, that made a comment to me that stuck with me. And I really didn't like it. So I responded. And I want to thank you all for those of you who wrote me already, who read it, wrote me, and really gave me a lot of support. It made me feel really good, and I want you to know that. It actually gave me energy this morning to feel your affection and support. So I just want to say thank you. There's probably more notes, and I have to go back and read. Now, a couple of people said to me, wow, you were a lot more polite than I would have been, blah, blah, blah. And I just want to say overall that this may make you laugh, I don't know, but I am no saint. I can get really angry and I can really, I can really go there, but I don't have the luxury of that on this YouTube channel. My channel is about creating community and like-minded people. And I really like it when people correct me, tell me that I said something that was inaccurate or I pronounced something wrong. That's great. That's not how I'm built. It's these sort of negative that go right in for a hit and maybe make assumptions. So all I want to say is I manage my irritation when I do a little pushback on the community page. And so that's why I appear to have infinite patience. And I have a lot, but it's not infinite. So I just wanted to share that with you. And here's a shout out and a note to a viewer named Julie Robb. So Julie, if you're watching this, I want to make sure you get a copy of my book. And I wrote you a note, but I don't think you received it. So please email me and give me your address, and I will make sure you get the book, because I'm sure you paid for it. And my email, which is below in the descriptions, however, it is carriesleftear@gmail.com. So I need your address. And then, all right, I told you everything you need to know. This is an energy reading for the runes for week of Monday, April 17th. So the first rune I got was, and I'm going to hold these up because there's only 3 and I'm only doing 1 rune, is breakthrough. All right, so that's what breakthrough looks like. And breakthrough is considered transformation day. And I feel it's saying, and then along with the rest of the runes that I pulled, the 2 more that are kind of mind-blowing, that's how I feel about the week. And I think it was even My Left Ear that said, do a runes reading for the week. Do a runes reading for the week. So it's like, okay, I listen. Now, breakthrough, which is interesting because for years I've called my business Breakthrough Hypnosis. But breakthrough here often signals a major shift or a breakthrough. And it's a complete transformation. The next 2 runes support this, all right? And for some, the transition is so radical, they no longer live the ordinary life in the ordinary way. So it says if the timing is right, the outcome is assured. Basically, it says the timing is right, and the outcome is therefore assured, but not from the present vantage point. Okay? So it's a different direction. All right? And it says rely on radical trust. Now, here's what came up that I went, okay, fasten your seatbelts, my friends, and me. I talked to me. This is actually what the book says. If breakthrough, the rune of breakthrough, is followed by the blank rune, which we got. It's the first time it's ever happened where I've gotten the blank rune following breakthrough. Big. So this is what it says. If breakthrough is followed by the blank rune, which it is, the magnitude of the transformation may be so great as to portend a death. And that death is a successful conclusion to a passage. And a major achievement and prosperity is often introduced by this rune, okay? All right, so now we're going to go on to the blank rune, which is exactly what we got, which blew my mind this morning. This is called the unknowable, the blank rune. And it says that blank is the end, which is another sort of aspect of death, even if the death is not literal. And blank is the beginning. So isn't this interesting? This rune, which is blank on both sides and has no reverse, it represents the beginning and the end. Now I'm relating to that because the end, for many of us, in my mind, of something or someone, is the beginning of something else. All right, so they're connected. And it says it could relate to any part of our lives that we have been living now. So the ultimate challenge is to relinquish control. And isn't that always, I mean, we all want control, and we're basically never in control. It's an illusion. So the challenge is to relinquish control. It is the path of karma. The blank rune is the path of karma. Our highest dreams are held within that blankness. And drawing this is a test of faith. Now we're going to go on to my final pick, my final rune, and then I'll discuss how I'm pulling this together. So this has been coming up quite a bit. Disruption, which is, I often tell you, it's similar to the Tower, but maybe it's a little more hopeful than I understand the Tower to be. I'm not a tarot reader, okay? So disruption, and disruption is akin to change, freedom, invention, and liberation. Those are all attributes of disruption. So there could, I'm feeling this change. I'm feeling this change. It speaks to a pressing need within the psyche to break free from constricting identification from the material reality. And if I break that down, it feels like there's our unified psyche, the people who are here, and we have a community that believe in the same thing, and then that community is replicated all over the place in the millions who want democracy to prevail, and the evil, horrible dictators, authoritarians who have been emerging, right? And they are attached to material reality. Make no mistake, from the top, Trump, to all of his people, to, they do have a constricting identification with the material world, and it drives them. Power, money, greed, But disruption always operates in the reverse. Okay, so there's a shock coming. And it is often referred to as the Great Awakener. The onset of power. Now, this is not the first time we're hearing it this morning with the 3 that I picked. The onset of power may be so great as to rip away the fabric of what we previously knew. Now, that sounds good to me because I want the fabric ripped off of Donald Trump, Ron DeSantis, Jim Jordan, Kevin McCarthy, Marjorie, all of it. And, just an off the cuff remark is I think it will be through Jack Smith. But there's also the possibility of something coming in as a shock and a literal or metaphorical death. Nothing will surprise me. So put on your seatbelts because this feels like a big week. This rune of disruption is also known as radical discontinuity. And that's the end of something. And this rune is the most forceful. So this was loaded this morning. I think you can feel it just from the words that I've shared. Portends something this week, portends a death. Listen, it could be dominion, but dominion is going to affect a lot of things. I don't mean dominion, but dominion is going to affect Fox, and Fox will be forced to change, alter, maybe make declarations. So that trial has been postponed till tomorrow, but it can be postponed again. And they're probably coming to the table to see if there's anything to work out. But Dominion's going to be very tough because Dominion is what I call, and it comes from, I think, a long time ago, the catbird seat, meaning the cat has the position to watch the bird. Okay, so it's the catbird seat and it's good. So Dominion has the catbird seat. They are in mastery of this lawsuit. And then that would affect Trump, and that would affect many other things in the media. But this isn't just about Dominion. I'm saying it could be. It could be. But I'm feeling this death of something, whether it's a human being. And honestly, I'm not predicting a death, but my left ear says it could be a literal death. And I don't have any information on who that could be. So we wait. But it's telling us, be prepared. It's of a huge magnitude, as evidenced by the blank rune following breakthrough. I mean, think about this. I've never gotten those two together before, but I did this morning. It's pretty big. Now, the clue here that it most likely, even with a shock, will be positive for us, for democracy, because it says a major period of achievement and prosperity is often introduced by this rune. And then we have blank, the unknowable. It can portend a death. So do not just prepare yourself, okay? Because I tell you, I'm getting in really strong. Whatever it is, we're going to appreciate it. We may not like someone actually dying. Personally, I'll say something maybe really shocking. I don't care if Donald Trump drops dead. Some people want revenge on him. They want him to suffer. I'm thinking of the whole picture and thinking everyone would be better off if he wasn't roaming the planet. But we will see. So our final rune of disruption is the most forceful rune in the runes. So there we go. And I thought maybe it would take 6 minutes, but it took a little bit longer. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you tomorrow to dig into all this political stuff that's going on. It's so much. And you know what? I put up that quote by Martin Luther King because it struck me that it was 1963 and we're still fighting. But I did get a couple of messages about people that came from people who seemed like they just gave up. They were cynical, and I feel for them. I have those moments too. But I put that up just to say, you can have a bad day, a bad moment, a bad 2 days, but don't give up the fight. I often tell people who are my clients, if you need a day or two to have a pity party, go ahead and do it. But be over it within 24 to 48 hours and get back. So for the people who are very cynical, and very negative, I'm sending you love. We're all in the same boat, and we all have those days. But we gotta go into it and then get out of it so that we keep fighting the good fight and keeping the spirit going. So that's what I say for now. I'll see you tomorrow, and make peace, make good memories, keep the faith. I really like all of you a lot. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.